Alright, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders.
Double honors.
This is a basically a part 3 section to the Israelite woman scriptures through the packet that we've been bringing out. Okay, go ahead with that scripture.
This is Acts 17 and 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica,
Right.
in that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily,
Right.
whether those things were so.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore many of them believed, also of honorable women.
Right. That's the point that we're going to make right now with this subject, is there is a select few of women that believe. When it says honorable, meaning the well-known women back then who was doing this truth, who was still in this thing. And the woman is basically now here again. Okay? So we bring edification to the scriptures on the women about that the women have to basically, they have to step up as well as the men. They are part of the elect. Because they search the scriptures daily in readiness of mind. Okay? Is that it on that?
Also of honorable women, which were Greeks.
Right, which were Greeks, which really was the Israelites, which was the woman who was taking on the customs, but what they do, they came back to the truth. Just the same thing.
And of men, not a few.
Right. That's it on that. Alright, get the Proverbs 31.
This is Proverbs 31 and 10.
Okay.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Right, who can find a virtuous woman? Right, a woman, virtue, which means a woman of the truth. That's what virtuous means. With truth. Go ahead.
For her price is far above rubies.
Go ahead.
The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her.
Right, so the Israelite men supposed to trust in that Israelite woman. Okay? Now today, ain't too many of those, in this society, in this white man's kingdom, okay? But it is a such thing as a virtuous woman, according to the Bible, or it wouldn't be in there. Go ahead.
So that he shall have no need of spoil.
Go ahead.
She will do him good. And
Right.
not
You won't need all these other women, okay? Because too many women anyways is basically a plague of the heart, really. Why? Because you're going to deal with all these emotions and all this different emotion, different women's spirits, okay? So he don't need no other woman if he got that one virtuous woman. But we can have them, okay? We can have more. Go ahead.
and not evil all the days of her life.
Right, and not evil all the days of her life. Like, for instance, it was a reason why Mary was chosen. Okay, that was a virtuous woman. Sarai, Rebecca. Okay, go ahead.
She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hand.
Right, she worketh willingly. And that wool, what is the woman doing with her hands? She's sewing, she's knitting. Okay, go ahead.
She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her like
But go back. I want to go back to that point where it says willingly. Okay, the women back then willingly wanted to please their man. These women now today, they don't do that. Okay, there's some that have little characteristics. Okay, go ahead.
and willingly worketh with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar.
Right. What does it mean by merchant ships? A merchant ship is something that brings goods, a seller or a buyer.
She take care of his business, her
Right.
business.
Exactly. The woman back then
Like
took care of
groceries.
their business. Okay.
She riseth also while it is yet night.
Right. Meaning she get up, she knit, she sew, she cook, and then she go off and go take her business or whatever she did made and brought it somewhere else. They brought it to different towns to serve. Oh, I got this perfume, or she got coats, shoes. Go ahead.
And giveth meat to her household.
Right. She giveth meat to her household, meaning a woman who works. Go ahead.
And a portion to her maidens.
Keep going.
She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hand she planteth the vineyard.
Right. So the woman planting their vineyards. Now today, planting their vineyard is going out there working and bringing in food for the household. A working woman. Go ahead.
She girdeth her loins with strength.
Right. She girdeth her loins, meaning she basically, you can say, woman up, so to speak. Go ahead.
And strengtheneth her arms.
Right.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night.
Right. Meaning she's not finna just do it for one day and then be wicked for the rest of her lives. Her candle didn't go out, meaning she was basically on fire.
She don't do it on like no every occasion type thing.
Right, exactly. Like these women nowadays, they want to do it on every holiday. They want to cook and so-called get clean and have the house all nice looking on these holidays. Okay, these women did this on a daily. Go ahead.
She layeth her hands to the spindle.
Right, to the spindle. Go ahead.
And her hands hold the distaff.
Right, and I believe that the spindle is the pot.
Yeah.
Right. The pot that they made
Pottery wheel that they
right, pottery wheels. They made plates, okay, they made bowls, they made dishes, they made vases. Okay, and there's some women out here nowadays, they take on those characteristics and they do it shit well, Israelite women. Go ahead.
She stretcheth out her hand to the poor.
Right.
Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy.
A righteous woman. Okay?
She don't mind helping out.
Right, she don't mind helping out. And no, you don't have to pay. It's willingly. Go ahead.
She is not afraid of the snow for
Right.
her household. For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Right. Because she making all them clothes. And this woman out today, that's what, if you call yourself an Israelite woman, you need to read Proverbs 31:10 on down. Okay? And these is given the characteristics of a righteous and a virtuous woman. That's
See
why
if
I
you
say
qualify.
virtuous woman. Go ahead.
She maketh herself coverings of tapestry.
Go ahead.
Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates.
Meaning her husband is a Israelite man. A righteous Israelite man. Okay? If he's in the gates, that means he's of a high status. Go ahead.
When he sitteth among the elders of the land.
See? Go ahead.
She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
Right. Keep going.
Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness.
Right. And when it says open up her mouth with wisdom, all she will be speaking and quoting is these scriptures. Go ahead.
She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praiseth her.
Right. A man and that's rare for a man to praise a woman. Okay, so obviously it happened, meaning she was a real woman.
It's rare for a man to praise a woman with them characteristics, at least. Up in this day, they praise them for anything.
Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Right. So there is women out there who basically doing this work, or to the best of their ability. Go ahead.
Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates.
That's it? Okay. Give me Isaiah 30 and 20.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Right, meaning the men of the Lord is going to be out here proclaiming this truth, stepping up. Okay, go ahead.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Right, the eyes of the people going to see the teachers. And who out there on the highways and byways? The men. We bringing out edification, not just that the white man's the devil, not just that the other nations going into slavery, but the scriptures, the facts and the proof about how Israelite women supposed to be,
Right.
how the children supposed to be, okay, how the men supposed to be, and all around scriptures about the basic knowledge and history. It ain't all about cussing out the damn white man, because we're going to do that on the daily.
Right.
But we still got to sit down and have time to bring out these scriptures on the whole Bible. Okay? Go ahead.
And thine ear shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way.
Right, this is the way. And the only way you're going to know that this is the way if you got the spirit for it.
Walk ye in it,
Right?
when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
Right. That's it. Okay, give me